All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going deep into the Egyptian desert. We're going to uncover a story about ancient volcanoes, sure, but also about decades of neglect. And, get this, a massive economic opportunity that's been hiding in plain sight this whole time.
So, you think of Egypt, you think of golden sand, right? But what could possibly create a desert of pure black? It's a fantastic question. And the answer? Well, it takes us to a place that honestly looks like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie.
Okay, so our journey begins out in the huge western desert. We're talking about the area right between the Bahariya and Farafra oases. And let me tell you, this is not just empty land. It's home to one of the most surreal and valuable geological wonders in the entire country. This is the Black Desert. And the first thing you need to know is no, that is not just dark-colored sand. What you're looking at is actually a layer of fine powder, the leftovers from insane volcanic eruptions that rocked this whole area millions and millions of years ago. We're literally looking at the ashes of Earth's ancient fiery past. So, you're probably asking, how did this even happen? Well, it all started with these huge volcanoes that just spewed out this dark, really coarse rock called gabbro. It just went everywhere. Then, for millions of years, the wind and the rain did their thing, breaking that rock down, grinding it into the fine black powder you see today. And it covers everything, the mountains, the hills, all of it. I mean, just look at it. The landscape is absolutely stunning. People describe it as a kind of archipelago, these black volcanic islands just rising up out of a sea of golden sand. It's beautiful. And you can just imagine the tourism potential here, right? A place this unique, it's a gold mine. But here's the thing. The value here goes so much deeper than just a pretty view. Because hiding underneath all that black dust is a literal treasure trove of resources that are absolutely critical for our modern world. Yeah, for a geologist, this place is like a dream come true. These hills are just packed with valuable stuff. Basalt, diorite, different kinds of iron oxides. Now, I know, those names might not sound super exciting, but trust me, they are the basic building blocks for so many of our modern industries. Just think about it. These aren't just rocks. They're essential for high-tech manufacturing. We're talking about the stuff that goes into aircraft bodies, car frames, even missile components. And it doesn't stop there. We're also talking advanced paints, water filters, and yeah, even the electronics inside the smartphone you might be watching this on right now. And as if all that mineral wealth wasn't enough, get this. The region was holding another incredible secret. Paleontologists were digging around, and they unearthed one of the largest dinosaur skeletons ever discovered, right here, buried under all that black dust. Insane. Okay, so let's recap. We've got strategic minerals, we've got dinosaur bones, we have all this incredible value just sitting there. Which leads to a really big question. Why on earth was it left totally vulnerable and pretty much ignored for so long? It's wild, because for decades there was this huge disconnect. On one hand, you have the potential for major industries, for a thriving tourism scene, for national wealth. But on the other hand, the reality? It was just neglect, lost revenue, and rampant illegal smuggling. Yeah, for years. Because nobody was really watching, this national treasure was basically an open vault. People were just coming in, illegally collecting that valuable black powder and smuggling it right out of the country. And of course, all the money, all the profits just vanished along with it. Okay, but that's the old story. That story of neglect, it's finally starting to change. And it's changing for a very specific reason. There's now a clear, proven model, a blueprint, really, for turning this exact kind of resource into a huge national success. And we know it works because the proof is already out there. You see, on Egypt's coast, there was another similar project, also called Black Sands. After, and you're not going to believe this, a 90-year delay, it was finally launched, and it became a massive success. It was the proof that, yes, you can absolutely develop these resources profitably. So that coastal project basically handed them the perfect blueprint for success. It's a really simple 4-step plan. Step 1, the state comes in and secures the site. No more smuggling. Step 2, you mobilize investment, both public and private. Step 3, you build the infrastructure you need, factories, processing plants, you name it. And finally, step 4, you create real value by turning that raw stuff into high-demand products. See, it's not just a theory anymore, it's a proven formula. And that brings us right up to today. Because now, using that exact blueprint, the Black Desert is being transformed.
It's going from a neglected natural wonder into a verified, massive economic opportunity. And the big news is, it is officially open for business.
And listen, we're not talking about some small, maybe it's there kind of deposit. No way. We are looking at a confirmed, fully surveyed, 400-kilometer stretch of mineral-rich land that is ready for development, like right now.
The scale of this is it's staggering. To try and put that in perspective, based on what they think is there, a single company could operate here for 400 years. 400, that's not just a business opportunity, that's a multi-generational legacy. And here's the crucial part, especially for any potential investors. This isn't one of those things where you have to create a market. The market is already there, and it's hungry. Global demand for these exact strategic and industrial minerals is already sky high, and it's only expected to grow. A lot of the initial legwork has already been done too. According to Egyptian officials, the feasibility studies are complete. They've checked the numbers, and the sheer size of the reserves means, and this is a quote, that investors can enter this project very comfortably. So a lot of that initial risk, it's already off the table.
This is a really fundamental shift from how things used to be. The government has put all the data, all the information out there for the private sector. They've issued a clear, direct invitation, come and invest. The door isn't just unlocked, it's wide open.
So there you have it, a story that started millions of years ago with volcanoes, went through decades of neglect, has now turned into a direct and very compelling economic invitation. The blueprint for success is there. The treasure is confirmed. It's just sitting there, waiting. The only real question left is, who's going to be the one to unearth it?